Hello YouTube. So, is the Apple Watch Series 7 worth the upgrade? Especially if you have the Series 3 or Series 4 Apple Watch. Well, spoiler alert, if you have the Series 5 or 6, I would say don't upgrade unless you really want that extra screen real estate, which can be useful in some specific areas. So, watch the complete video to know more about this. Let's start with the boot time comparison, shall we? So we have the Series 7 with the S7 chip, which is basically a repacked S6 chip, which was in the Apple Watch Series 6. And the other two watches here, the Series 4 with the S4 chip and the Series 3 with the S3 chip, which was launched back in 2017. So Apple is still selling it even in 2021, alongside the middle ground Apple Watch SE with the S5 chip from the Series 5. So that's a lot of serious series details around there. So let's wait. I guess the all the watches are trying to boot up now, and it's almost like 20-30 seconds. So as you can notice, the Series 7, so it has booted up with quite a good margin, so within almost like 30 seconds. So that's a good thing. And I can right away notice the buttons, the keypad is slightly larger, all the buttons, and also it's extending till the edge of the display, so it's well rounded rather than the squared off edges that we were expecting. And as you can notice, the Series 4, that has taken almost like another 20 seconds extra more than the Series 7. So it has the S4 chip, so that is from 2018, so which is still performing pretty good when compared to the S3 chip. So that was a great improvement. As you can notice, it is still trying to boot up. So the other two watches, it's almost ready. And as you can notice the size difference here, so I'm having the same Meridian watch face on both the devices. And with the Series 4 or even the Series 4, 5 and 6, they all have the same exact dimension. So 44 millimeter versus the 45 millimeter of the Series 7 Apple Watch. And with the Series 5 and 6, we got the always on display, so that was not there with the Series 4. So that is another reason, like if you want the always on display, so you need to upgrade, and the Series 7 is a better option. And let's explore some places where we can get the or like feel the difference. So as you can notice with the menu, so everything is slightly a bit larger and it extends up till the corners of the screen, so that looks really well. And with the 1 millimeter increase in both the sizes, the 40 to 41 millimeter and 44 to 45 millimeter, so it has increased in one line extra. So as I received this message, there is one extra line which I can see right now on the screen. And the great advantage with the with this particular Apple Watch Series 7, so that was not there even with the Series 5 or 6, is this QWERTY keyboard. So this is a very good option, and it is one of the prime reason why most people would upgrade to the latest Apple Watch Series 7. So you can finally use this to reply to text messages or WhatsApp or anything like that with the swipe keyboard, or you can type individual letters rather than like swiping the each letter one by one. And finally we have the Apple Watch Series 3 booted up, and it has taken almost like a 3 minutes, so that is not acceptable in 2021, but hey, still Apple sells it for a lesser price, and I would not recommend that and go for the Apple Watch SE. So that's really great, even though it doesn't have the always on display or the latest health features, which I'll come to it in a minute. So this is how it looks. So we have all the watch faces. As you can notice, the Meridian watch face, so that is available with the Series 4 and above, but the Series 3 has very limited option. So here we can see all the different watch faces. So let's try to keep a single similar watch face, and this is how it looks. Another important advice is that Apple Watch Series 3 just has 8 gigabytes of internal memory. So it's a real hassle, and every time I wanted to update it, so I need to unpair and repair it to get it through. So as you can check that above here, and the Series 4 has 16 gigabytes, which is fine, and the Series 7 or the Series 5 and above, it has 32 gigabytes. So that's more than adequate. And coming to the watch faces, as you can notice, so this is the modular DO on the Apple Watch Series 7. So that is only available with the larger Series 7 Apple Watch. So the previous ones, the Series 4, 5 and 6, it had this infograph modular. So as you can notice, so with the two complications, with complete detail, you are getting it with the modular DO, and with the infograph modular, so you are getting one complete information thing, and the rest three are just kind of icons. And this is the contour watch face. So as you can notice, you can just play with this. So that is again exclusive to the Apple Watch Series 7. And coming to the external differences, as you can notice, the Apple Watch Series 3, the older one, it has this plastic or the composite back with the aluminum models, and it has 38 or 42 millimeter sizes. And with the Apple Watch Series 4 and above, we got the ECG sensor, and it has a ceramic back. And as you can notice, there is slightly different changes, and here I have the cellular version, so there is a red ring around it. And with the Series 7, so that is similar to the Series 6, which got the oxygen sensor, so the blood oxygen sensor, so that is added with the Series 6. And with the Series 7, there is no health sensors added. And as you can notice here, so as you can compare the sizes, it is slightly taller, the Apple Watch Series 7, when compared to the Series 4, to accommodate a larger display, obviously. And the rest of the things is almost the same when compared to the Series 4, and obviously the Series 3 is kind of older, and it also looks a little bit bulkier than the rest two Apple Watches. And coming to the other side, as you can notice here, we have a single grill speaker for the Series 7, and there is a double grill speaker. So I don't know if that is something to do with the IP6X certification that the Series 7 received for dust resistance. And this is one of the cool feature. As you can notice, the accessibility settings, we can turn on this. So right now I can control the Apple Watch with just one hand and gesture control. So that is really cool. Now comparing the features, so what do you really get with the Series 7? So if you are upgrading from the Series 3 or 4, the blood oxygen sensor, which was introduced with the Series 6, so that you're getting it with the Series 7. And obviously, even from the Apple Watch Series 3, we had the heart rate sensor. So that is there in all the Apple Watches. So as you can notice, right now I have turned it on. So that is there even with the Series 3. But you don't get the ECG sensor. So the ECG sensor, so that was introduced with the Apple Watch Series 4 and above it is present, and also it is not present with the Apple Watch SE. So right now this is the ECG sensor or the ECG app that I have opened it here with the Series 4, and let me find it. Okay, so it should be there, so that's fine. And the other feature is the compass. So the compass that is not available with the Series 3 or 4, it started from the Series 5. So that is again obviously available with the Apple Watch Series 7. So as you can notice, the compass here right in action. And another thing is like here with the map. So with the map, we can again, like with the compass support, so we get a turn-by-turn navigations right there with the Apple Map. And obviously the Google Map, we cannot see the map, but we can get the directions, so turn left, right, and those kind of things. And this map is another kind of a representation of this complete full screen experience. So as you can notice, it extends up till all the corners of the Apple Watch, and it looks really cool, and it just fills the entire display to the corners. And as you can notice, the roads, it just bends towards the corner, and it's just a great experience to see that on the larger display of the Series 7. And even the Series 4, it close to Series 7, but obviously not till the edges. And with the Series 3, it's really old. And notice, so this is what I mentioned, so the roads, it just extends till the corner, so that is really cool to look at. And obviously you get more information with the larger display. And with the Series 3, as you can notice, it's just letterboxed. So obviously, like if you are still using the Series 3, the Series 7 is a worthy upgrade, so in every regard. And I would say, like, if you're still rocking a Series 3, it's almost worth it. So with the Series 4, I would say maybe. So if you want the always on display, you should upgrade from the Series 4. And with the new watch faces that we are expecting for the next generation watches, the Series 7, that's a good update. And in direct sunlight, obviously all three watches have the same brightness, so there is obviously no difference. And when coming to indoor brightness, the always on display on the Series 7 is 70% more brighter than the previous watches, so that is a great thing. And with the Series 7 you get the type C charger, so this is one of the main advantage. So you get a faster charging, so if you have the 18 watt or the 20 watt adapter, you get faster Apple Watch charging, so 8 hours in 8 minutes, so that is a great thing. And finally, as a conclusion, so if you have a Series 3, definitely upgrade to Series 7. So if you have Series 4, if you want always on display, then you can upgrade. Or if you have the Series 5 and 6, don't upgrade. So that's all I had in this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. And as always, stay safe and peace.